I want to say good morning to everybody. Welcome to the morning takeover. Looks like we're taking over. We're doing something. I hope you all are doing well this morning on this wonderful Thursday. And as we get ready to have our show and go forth, I just wanted to let everybody know that we're doing what we do and we're going forward. And we have some interesting, real good, interesting stories. And we also have some that are going to really touch your heart this morning. I hope you're doing good. I'd like to say good morning to everybody that's in the chat, everybody that's listening on 92.7 FM, WKRA. Let everybody know that the morning takeover is on the air. I want to thank you all for just this opportunity to be able to come into your homes, your places of business, wherever you are. I'd like to say good morning to all of our wonderful listeners that you've taken out time to come and share with us on the morning takeover. We have a wonderful, as I said again, wonderful show lined up for you today. But this morning, we're going to go right into our weather. Listen, showers may be tapering off. It's been raining off and on in the region, and the mild weather has returned to us, and we got the furnace off. As they say, it's been really hot for the past couple of days, but if only for a few days, it's going to be, and we know it's middle of July in the Mid-South. After all, the heat will be back by early next week. Oh, excuse me, I'm so sorry. For now, we have chances of rain. Our chances of rain are going to settle right into the weekend with the highs holding in the upper to mid 80s, which will itself be a break from this heat with northwest winds coming out of the northwest, of course. The winds will be coming out, and the humidity is going to be down as well. So it's not going to be as sweltering as we used to feeling here. This is an unsettled weather pattern, and it's going to continue to. It's going to continue today, and it's going to improve tonight. This evening, you'll be able to get out, then enjoy your weekend because the weekend is going to be comfortable and below normal temperatures. We got chances of rain. The next chance that will be we're going to be having it will come on Sunday. But at this time, right now in Oxford, it's 74 in Olive Branch, and it's 74 degrees in Holly Springs at WKRA 92.7 on your FM dial, also around the Memphis Shelby County area. It is mild this morning. So there's something that we've been working on, and I said that we were going to uh, talk about this and feel it right in the station's area. There was an incident that happened with some residents. Uh, there were four adults that were unalived in a domestic dispute, and the family is just heartbroken. We have not reached out to them. We have no official comment from them, but we do have a statement from the family and from the Holly Springs Police Department, and they're saying that the mother of the victim that was unalive in what the sheriff calls a quadruple situation of unalivement, alleging that the attacker was the mother's one-time boyfriend. Uh, there's just horror and disbelief in that community about what's been going on. The deputies in Marshall County said that there was a Mr. Nathan Stewart. His age is 27, and uh, was unalived. Uh, the daughter and the cousins and two friends that were out of another area. All of these persons, these victims, were between the age of 23 and 27. These were young people. The only person that was left as a witness to this was the 3-year-old daughter of Miss Murray. It was her daughter, 3 years old, that saw this. Listen, we're going to also reach out to see what we can do to help this family that's in our WKRA listening area. We're going to get more instructions on what you can do. This is a very tragic story of a family having to deal with this. And these are young people. And for that child that had to endure and to remember and to see what was going on, it was really, really a bad situation. We're waiting for word from City Hall of Holly Springs, from the mayor's office, to get more detailed information about this. And we're going to keep this on the radar. You all pray for those victims of that tragic event. Also, as most of you have heard, they say that our president, our leader, has C-19. He has contracted the uh, the uh, the virus, and he's right now in isolation uh, in his at his home, not at the White House. He's at another location, and he's going to more than likely be off of the campaign trail. He's self-isolating, and people are saying that he's doing well, according to the White House doctors. He's doing well, and we're just hoping that our president, he and all those affected by this situation are doing well. COVID-19, C-19 uh, is on the rise, folks. This ravaging pandemic that we went through for a couple of years here. We're hearing from the CDC that C-19 is on the uptick. The CDC, Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, reports that C-19 levels have increased in most states based on a wastewater sample data of more than 70% of the illness stems from the highly contagious JN.1 strain, which grew more prevalent over the winter. And this is a variant of C-19 that we know about. This wastewater testing was enacted as an early warning system to the public and public health professionals, letting them know that what they can do about prevention of an outbreak. This is my first time hearing about how they were assessing the situation as we know it, and how states have been keeping track of this dreadful pandemic and C-19, which has been terrible for people we've lost, and people have passed away from this. Millions have around the world, and we're monitoring this and watching what the CDC says and what would be some prevention measures. And we're going to, in the coming days, have some people to come on and talk to us about what risk within this region and what risk are we looking at when it comes to C-19. We got to really be careful, but take those precautions. Continue to take the precautions. Wash your hands. Keep your distance. If you're in a crowded place somewhere and you got a lot of people everywhere, we got to really, really, really be careful of this uptick. It was as low as 1.35%. It was at its peak, 12.24% within our region. And we have to really be careful about that. If you feel symptoms, or if you feel like you're ill, or you have any of those symptoms, we're going to ask you to please go seek medical attention and allow yourself to uh, uh, be checked out, so that we can make sure that those people that are around us are safe. Once again, this is WKRA 92.7 on your FM dial. This is the morning takeover. I'm James Mack, your man on the street. We have still more of our program to go. I'd like to again say hello to everyone that's in the chat and those of you that are listening on our radio signal, and those of you that are in the bushes. Hey, to everybody that's there. I was. Uh, Commenting, and one of our listeners was saying that they like uh, our new intro that we have. I'm really grateful. Been working, but this is a labor, not a hard task, but it's a labor of love. I want to thank those people that work behind the scenes at the morning takeover to assist me in doing what I'm doing here. It makes it a whole lot better. Hope that we continue to make the improvements that we are going to make, that this show would be a wonderful addition to your morning drive. Listen, we got more morning show coming. We got a lot of discussions that we want to have. We also want you to participate in the chat. Those of you that are in our YouTube chat, we have the link to the call in if you would like to call, make your suggestions. I'd like to hear from you on the subject. There's someone also has just asked me to, they want me to elaborate a little bit more on the incident that happened in Holly Springs, Mississippi. It's a very sensitive situation because when you got DV troubles, and those are the initials, when you had DV troubles and it involves children and it involves family, it affects everybody. And this is a sad situation. Uh, as we all know, that we hear about terrible things every day in the news around the country and in every city. But when this really has hit home because it's within our station's area, and these are, like I said, these are young people. I want to know your opinion. You know, what is really going on? Why are relationships like they are? And I'm not trying to get in anybody's business, but why are people so toxic or in toxic relationships where people are angry, upset, even when there's a breakup, or people say they go on breaks and they do these types of things. And I was talking to someone, and they were telling me, they said, it's just strange. This has never, this is kind of like a Twilight Zone incident. People will fight, people will have arguments and disagreements in their relationships. Yes, but when it comes down to to uh, the seriousness of what's going on today, what do we do? What do we do? We loving hard, or we giving people too much, or we're not giving enough of ourselves, or what is it that's really got people all uptight where they attack a whole family, and then you have the baby. Thank God that the child was uh, secure and safe. Uh, and imagine what that child has to now live without its mother. And then here's a mom that has a daughter that's gone, and the families that have to mourn the other victims of this tragic event. What do you have to say? Somebody has to say something. Somebody has to reach out somewhere, and we got to come to some kind of common ground with this, because it's not just happening in the South; it's happening everywhere. And people have access to weapons and different things, and it's just really just amazing to me. We have to do something about this terrible situation with DV. I was talking also to a dear friend of mine, Miss Tricia Henderson, and she deals with people that are um, young ladies that have addiction problems and various problems, to try to assist them with her organization called Sister to Sister. And she was telling me some of the things that these young people have to go through. There's some young people out there. It's not really older people, and they are some, but these are young people that are going through the things that they're going through. And it is truly, truly, truly a tragedy. And we'll be digging in more on this uh, in the coming days to uh, also to fill you in on how you can help uh, that family, uh, and to see if we can just stand up and if we can do anything. If it's nothing but a hello or card or anything or something to let those people know that they're in our thoughts and prayers. Listen, we're going to get ready to take our very, very first break for the morning. This is the morning takeover with James Mack. I am happy to be on board this morning. Thank you all for being here. And as we get ready to take our first break, we're going to ask that you get ready for the morning drive. Here we go.
James Mack on the wave every morning, every day. Got the 92.7. Tune in, don't delay. Political news and the commute update. Updates on the morning takeover. Stream live, stay awake. Like and subscribe. He got the content all the time. Share with your crew. Live on YouTube, don't be shy. He's got the facts straight, never leaves you wrong. James Mack, breaking news before the final count. From city lights to the small towns beat, bringing stories real and raw. No defeat on the morning takeover. It's your daily fix. Tune in or you'll miss the ever-rolling mix. James Mack on the wave every morning, every day. Got the 92.7. Tune in, don't delay. Political news and the commute update. Updates on the morning takeover. Stream live, stay awake. Like and subscribe. He got the content all the time. Share with your crew. Live on YouTube, don't be shy. He's got the facts straight, never leaves you wrong. James Mack, breaking news before the final count. From city.
And we're back with the morning takeover. This is 92.7 on your FM dial, WKRA. We're the liveliest, we're the up and coming, we're the jump and shout. We got information and inspiration on the morning takeover. I'd like to say good morning to a couple of people that have screamed out to me, not really screamed out, they just waved their hands at me. Like to say hello to Karen Cox, to Yvonne Moore over there in Illinois, over there Sharon Reed. Hey, how are you? Once again, Tricia Henderson, how are you? I'd like to say hello to also to our staff at WKRA. Hello to Tony Joy of Tony Joy's Media, who's a very dear friend of mine and a very gracious help in some things that we're doing. I'd like to say hello to Kim D. Wynn. Like to say hello to her. She's out there in Louisiana, and we're grateful to have all of you that are here. I said what I said. My sister, how are you? Good morning to you. It's good to see you here also with us at Sharon Reed. Like I said to Sharon Reed, hey, hope that your dad and your son are doing well. I heard that your son was had a health challenge, and we're just happy that he's doing well and that all of you are doing well. Listen, we're getting ready to move into a phase of our show where we're improving not just the content, but we're improving our look, our image. We're upping the game, as they say. We're doing what we have to do, and we're going to be doing some not major things, but we're going to be doing some things that you will notice about, and hopefully you will enjoy the uh, the change that we have coming to WKRA. There are a lot of interviews. There are a lot of people that, like I said, that will be coming on, a lot of interest. And we want you to also give us ideas and suggestions. Maybe you have a story that you want us to cover or an event that you would like us to talk about. Feel free. You're always welcome here. You have a place here at the Morning Drive. And like I said this morning, as I was looking at the traffic report in the region, traffic is going pretty good on I 55 and I 240. There were no real serious problems as we saw so far. Those of you that are going to work, good morning. I hope y'all got y'all morning coffee and everything. And you're situated, or you're probably getting ready to go to work, or you might be somewhere in that vicinity. Thank you for sharing your time with us. Listen, as we just talked about, C-19, the President Biden, has been diagnosed and is in isolation at this time, uh, and working from his home his home state. Uh, from his home state to give him an opportunity to recover in private. But listen, there has been calls for the president to step away from the top spot in the Democratic Party. As you know, that the DNC is getting ready to happen in August, around August the 12th. WKRA and the Morning Takeover will be actually at the United Center live, reporting on the convention, and we hope to be bringing you more details about that in the coming days of what our programming is going to look like. But the Democrats are getting ready to have their convention for this presidential cycle, and as the cries are getting louder and louder, and the questions are getting more frequent about the ability of the president to continue to be not just a candidate, but to continue to do what he is doing as president. Um, his reelection bid was mired, the president's was, with fresh turmoil after Democratic leaders privately pushed him to the end of his to end his campaign, while Mr. Trump was set to accept his party's nomination on today. He'll be accepting the RNC nomination. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer of New York and House Majority Leader Hakeem Jeffries of New York, also former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, have all expressed their deep concerns directly to the president in recent days that he will not only lose the White House, but he could also cost the party their chance to win back the House of Representatives on November the 5th. The reports are mounting, according to some sources. They're having some discussions about his age or and how he has been functioning, even on the campaign trail. You know, Biden is 81 and has thus far just refused to entertain the public calls, even from 20 congressional Democrats, for him to step down. And his troubles are compounded even on Wednesday when, you know, he tested for C-19, and he was on his way to a campaign visit in Nevada, and it forced him to return, like I said, to his home state. He lives in Delaware, and he's at his Delaware home. Democratic U.S. Senator John Cooper said in an interview that Biden was working towards a decision about his reelection. My question is this: why are people all of a sudden? Now, I'm with you. Okay. Yes, the president is 81. Yes, he does not move like he used to move. And if you got a little age on you, like I'm in my 50s, yeah, I'm in my 50s, and I don't move like I should do. I want to run and jump like I was running and jumping in high school. I can, you know, but I mean, it take a little bit of more effort to do. And with his age, and him being tired, and then maybe the likelihood of him having a cold, and him saying that he had a cold, were those the symptoms of him having C-19, or the effects of it? Or he's been around the whole country and the world, from summits to visits and on the campaign trail. And it takes a lot out of a person. But if you're ill or if you have some kind of condition, it could really hamper you. But these calls are coming from some, according to news reports, the Reuters news report was saying that they're asking for him. You know, hey, Joe Biden, are you okay? Are you going to put the, you need to put the country first and all this. Meanwhile, you have um, Mr. Trump, who will cap a 4-day convention, Republican National Convention in Milwaukee, with his first. This is going to be his first speech, his first address after they said that he survived an assassination attempt in Pennsylvania. This is going to be his first time addressing the crowd. Also on, I think last evening, J.D. Vance from Ohio, the junior senator from Ohio, was made an address to the crowd, and the crowd received their vice presidential nominee. There's a lot more to him than what we think, but in Milwaukee, they're getting ready to accept their chief nominees. His To receive his he's going to be accepting the nomination with it. He has a bandage that's visibly can be seen, and I'm just glad that there was no harm done, no foul. But these are people that have a plan with the 2025 plan. They have this plan of implementing it during the first 180 days of the new administration. What do you say? Do you say that what do you think? Do you think Mr. Biden needs to step down? I'm asking everybody. Do you think that he's too old, is too sick, or there's something wrong? And what is your opinion about here for this time? Here comes Mr. Trump, and he's getting ready with no fanfare, all the things that he said and all the things that have occurred. Nobody even thinking about that. They're saying that because the president, who is ill right now, cannot function. What is your ideas? What do you have to say? In the chat, there is a invite. I want to hear from somebody today. Anybody, if you like, to come on to express yourself and let us see what your opinion is about this. Is he too sick? He too old? Is it right for his Democratic buddies to ask him to step down after he helped us come through the worst time in our history is the pandemic? Are we going to unify the other side? Are we going to deal with what we got to deal with when it comes down to their actual plan, letting us know what this sea this sea of unpredictability is going to be when a new administration implements these plans? And we'd like to know about it. But then, as I said before, the president being who he is and being ill like he is, maybe that had a little effect on to it. But do the Democrats do they have the right idea about it? I'd like to know. I'd like to hear what you have to say. And the lines are open. Listen, I want to talk also. If you have any other comments, you can feel free to come in. We're going to also be talking about some other things. We got a report from the twins. Twintopia has given us an update on their opening back their snack stand. It has really been good. I want to thank everybody that were a part of that, but we're going to talk about that later. Listen, I said what I said. My dear friend who has come in many times and given us her viewpoint and have even assisted me in hosting, and she was our co-host at one time. Haven't heard from her in a long time. I said what I said. Speak now, forever hold your peace.
Good morning, James. Good morning to
Good
everyone.
morning. You sound great. Good morning to you. Good morning.
Well,
Good
thank
morning.
you. Thank you. Appreciate
Well,
that.
listen, let me ask you this. They're talking about the president. They're talking about they want him to step down, and he's sick, and he's going to be off the campaign trail for a little while. What's your opinion about what the Democrats are trying to do? Are they trying to be mean to their nominee, or are they just jumping to conclusions? What is your thoughts on it?
C, all the above. They're trying to be mean and they're trying to jump and they're trying to, uh, to me, they're trying to be, it's a power grab and they are concerned about the numbers. But um, the past polling, if we'll look at the last election, we'll look at the 22 races, the midterm elections, none of the polling has been correct because they're not polling, the polling is even obscured. And I guess we're on this populist polling kick right now where you're not actually really even getting raw numbers and you're not getting the real facts and you're not asking the real questions that you need to ask to even conduct a poll, in my opinion. And so I just feel like um, they want somebody else, and I don't know who they feel like is going to take his place because I don't see anybody that's prepared or that's popular enough to even, try to run. The only person that I would think that could even possibly beat Donald Trump would be Barack Obama. And he's not, he can't run again. So I don't know what they're doing. They shouldn't be spending time talking about all the weaknesses, and they ought to be spending time talking about the strengths and what he's done for the country and help prop him up. Trump has all of those.
Okay. Did I lose you? Okay, I think our connection, what I said is kind of, there's, okay, are you there? Okay. Well, our caller has a technical difficulty. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Okay, now I can hear you. We got you back again. We got your connection back. The last part of your comment, what were you saying?
I was just saying they're not asking Trump to lead the race with the felonies and the problems he have. The only thing going on with him is he had a bad debate, and he's old, but Trump is old also. And
Yes,
so, why ask him to get out the race? And I don't know anybody else that they're gonna, put in the race beside him. Who's gonna take his
yeah.
place?
Wow. I was just thinking, and looking at it. I mean, yeah, it was a bad debate. Okay, that's okay, fine. It's not the end. Here we are in July. The president has declared his intentions to run. Yes, it's been a rocky start, but I mean, is it fair to him after all the hard work that he has done to at least give him the opportunity to make up his mind? Do he not have a right to run again for his office, knowing who he is, knowing what he has done, all the work that he has done to keep things stable to the best of his ability in this administration? Is it fair? Do you think that the Democrats, they got 20 Democrats from Congress that's actually asking him to step aside, saying that they think that they'll lose, that the Democrats will lose the election? What is your opinion?
Yeah, I think it's totally unfair because what has he done? I mean, he's done a great job. So why are you asking him to leave just because he had a bad debate? And I just don't think it's fair how they're treating him. And the Black Caucus is behind him. It's a lot of people still behind Joe Biden, and so the choice is very stark.
Yeah.
You got a convicted felon that's interested in running the country as a dictatorship, or you have a real American that's trying to do the best that he can, with the Congress that he has, and trying to move the country forward. And the ideals that he even have as far as global warming, with the green jobs, and he's doing everything he can to try to push the country forward. So I don't understand why
Yes.
they're trying to push him out just because he's down for the moment.
Yes.
Everybody have a bad day. And name me one thing that he's done that hasn't helped everybody. You know, he's done every promise that he made. He's kept most of the promises that he made. He's got the student loan. He's wiped out the student loan debt considerably. He brought some of the kids out of poverty by providing those checks until the Republicans took it away. He
Right.
lifted a lot of the kids out of poverty. He lowered the insulin cost to $35. A lot of people couldn't even afford their diabetes medication. They were making a choice on whether they get medication or pay a bill. So he's done some
Right.
things to lift the country up. So I don't understand what the problem is.
Well,
But
with all the with yeah, go ahead. In your opinion. Hmm.
in my opinion, I don't care if he's in a wheelchair or on a gurney, on hospice, taking his last breath. I am still voting for him versus having a dictatorship. That's how strong I feel about it.
When we had Roosevelt as president, and I don't know, I wasn't there back then. My mother and other people were. Uh, Roosevelt was in a wheelchair. He had problems. He rarely stood or walked, and if he did, he hurried up and got to the car, or hurried up and got him to a table and a chair and things like that. And if it wasn't for his leadership during the Second World War and coming out of it, we really would be in trouble. Yes, he did pass away in office, and the capable he had someone capable to be his that was his second in charge, and the events of history will show you that even that president, um, Harry Truman, uh, carried out the difficult decisions, or even about the atom bomb and things like that that had happened back in those back then, when the Second World War, especially when uh, Japan came over to harm our homeland in Hawaii. And still, there's some after effects you can see when you go to Hawaii. They have a tourist attraction, and oil still seeps from the ship that has that monument that they have over there in Hawaii, that you can go over there, right there, where a ship that they have never unearthed. There are soldiers that are still, their remains are still there. So they made it a national monument and a memorial for those that were trapped on that ship. And to looking down in history to see Ronald Reagan, who probably comes into the category now, was a feisty. I didn't agree with everything he says or anything like that, but he was a feisty gentleman and his older age. Is it to what's too old? That's a question I want to ask. What's too old? I said what I said. Should we be putting a limit on people, or should we just let them just continue on and continue on until they fall out, or whatever the case may be? What's too old? What do you think too old is? What I'm
Well,
asking.
you're only as old as you feel. So, I made the statement the other day. The queen was, what, 99 when she passed, and she still was the queen, right? Can you hear me?
Yeah, she still was the queen. I mean, till her leaving here. And last act that she really did was she brought in a new prime minister. She didn't stay long, but she was still
But did she
active and
work?
doing.
But she still worked, though, didn't she?
She still worked. She still worked, and it's just a question that's being asked. And then what does this do to the campaign? I mean, people are ready. They're ready to vote for their choices, and then all of a sudden, uh, one side who's not telling everything, who's not really getting out there saying anything. I'm real disappointed with the Democrats, because even though reaching out, even through our show and through various means to reach out, I haven't gotten a response from either, an official response from either party. We're still waiting for it. We still got our invitation out for some kind of rebuttal. We'd like to know what either side is thinking. So we're reaching out to the chairpersons of both major parties, to get their reaction about it. But I felt bad, like they were picking on Joe Biden. I mean, he's up there, he's going here, there, he's trying to take care of, the business. And this, the president the president is not a 9 to 5. You on standby, and you're you got to be ready at a moment's notice. And with the pressures, even the economy, with the jobs, with the back and forth that goes on there are pressures. There's still that's the office of the president. You have to do the things that you're doing. Doesn't seem like the president, Biden, um, is is trying to uh, do anything in a different type of a way. He's trying to keep and he's doing well. His cabinet is doing well. They're supporting him. Why would they come out like this in the middle of a campaign and say that they that they're doing what they're doing? One of our listeners is saying that is there another Democratic candidate that can beat Trump? That's a good question. What do you say
That's what
about
I
that? I
just
said what I
said.
said. You said that
Well,
too.
yeah, that's what I just
Who
said.
will we
Who you
get?
gonna put?
You did some.
Yeah, who you gonna put
Hmm?
up there?
Yeah.
Who's this popular that can beat him at? And I just don't understand why are they sabotaging their own candidate? Because if the shoe was on the other foot, just like Trump got all these problems, do you hear
Hmm.
the Republicans talking about him and bashing him and telling him he should lead the race when he really should lead the race because of his status? And so why would you bash your own, person? I don't understand that. And
Hmm.
after all, the voters put him in office. They didn't put him in office. The voters put them in
Right.
office. And they put Biden, and we put Biden as the nominee. So what are you gonna do? Just throw all of our votes away? It don't matter unless they're not telling us something, because if it's something for us to know, then let us know. Like, do he really have something, that we need to know about? Is it something really, really wrong? Because he don't appear like it's anything wrong to me other than just being tired and being a
Yeah.
little older. Like you say, he might need a nap or two. And don't we all, from time to
Yeah.
time?
We do. And then my thing is, the wisdom of the office. I mean, the office that you have to have the knowledge and the understanding and the temperament of
Right.
knowing what you're doing. You got to know what you're doing. You're handling the affairs of the whole country, not just the Democrats. The office of the presidency is not for the party that he came in or he or she came in on, but it is. You have to be there for everybody. But one of our listeners had says it won't be Kamala. What about the vice president? What do you think that even if the president says, okay, hey, I'm not going to run anymore. I'm not going to be the nominee. Everybody's hollering and screaming. And if he buckles under pressure, well, the next person that would be in line on the ticket, they would have to really scurry, is the vice president. What do you think about the vice president?
Yeah, what they gonna do with her? Just push her to the side because she's gonna be the next one in line. And they really don't want a black woman as the president. So I don't understand what they're doing. And at the end of the day, I wouldn't mind her
So
being
why do you say
president.
why do you say that they don't want a black woman? Why do you say that? We had a
Well,
black man.
I don't say I'm not talking about the Democrats, but society, Americans as a whole, they really didn't even want to accept Barack Obama. Okay, so do you feel like they're gonna accept a Kamala Harris
Well,
this
okay.
soon?
What I'm asking is, well, okay. Let's say, well, she's a heartbeat away from being the president. If something happened to our president, or he gets incapacitated, or something, or any kind of emergency where transfer of power has to be transferred, she's next in line. So my question, maybe I should rephrase my question, is she qualified to handle the position? That's everybody. I want to hear from all of you. You
I
too.
feel
Go
like
ahead.
she is. Yes, I feel like she is. She's more qualified than Trump ever thought about being. This is the first time that he's ever even been in office. She's been a senator. She's been, what is it, AG
She's a lawyer. She was AG of California.
of California. And so
Yeah.
she's been in government and been in position before. So I feel like she's fully capable of being the president.
Do
And
you
if
really
Trump can
believe
be the
that?
president, yeah, if Trump can be the president, anybody can be the president in my eyesight. I'm
Well,
serious.
okay, okay, okay.
I'm
Well,
very serious about that because I mean, look at his background. He does. I mean, everything that he touched, it turns to crap. It fails. Every business that he had has failed. Every everything he touched just go to crap. Seemed like, including the United States of America when he was in office. Look how people looked at us, and look how people look down at us, and we downgraded as a country when he was in office. The United States used to have prestige, and we were looked upon as the beacon on the hill. And now, people are looking at us sideways because of Trump, and we allowed him to be the president.
So we used to be the beacon on the hill. Now what are we? Just a beacon, huh? We ain't even got a hill to be on.
We're
Okay,
not
but
even
then
on the hill no more.
well, but our listeners are saying that white American men are not ready for a female president, let alone a black. So, do you think that that falls into uh, some questionable thinking? They say the white men. I don't know, but I don't feel that as a black man. I think that she's very highly qualified. I think that the sister can handle it, especially with the resources that they have. But what do you think about this? Do you think that uh, that white America is ready for a a woman president?
Mm-mm. I don't think they
Why
are.
you say
I don't. I don't. I don't. I
you say
don't think. I don't think white
or are they
men.
not ready for? Or should I put it this way? Is there someone that you can think of that would, if not Miss Harris, Vice President Harris, well, who do you think that is? I mean, let's first of all we got to take care of that. What Democrat right now that can step up right now and say, "I'll take over and I'll run against Trump"?
Westmore from Maryland. Josh
Westmore.
Josh Shapiro from Philadelphia.
So you think that they have the temperament uh,
Hmm.
to be okay? What about recognition? You know now, you know that people that I know are the type of people that we skeptical. We like famous people and we like famous names. Now you said Josh. Repeat that name again, Josh. Who?
Josh Shapiro, the governor of Pennsylvania. He just won the
Okay.
governor of Pennsylvania. Yeah.
Okay. Josh
He was
Shapiro.
he
Okay.
was the AG of Pennsylvania, and now he's the governor, I believe.
Okay. Josh
And
Shapiro. You had another name.
Wes Moore from Maryland, he's the governor of Maryland.
Okay. So what do we do with the vice president? Do she go with Joe Biden? That we gonna just get rid of her too? Just have a whole new ticket? Who would back up those persons? I'm
Well,
sure they
you asked
won't
me.
ask the vice president to be. I'm just
Well,
saying, because we got to come up
I
with a
thought you
ticket.
asked me. I thought you asked me who would be acceptable to the American people. Now,
Yeah.
yeah, that's why I answered that way. But technically, she's the second in line. They're supposed to give her first dibs. So if they get rid of Biden, then they have to, it should be Kamala Harris. And then I don't know who she's gonna put on her ticket with her. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. They're just still giving people an opportunity to figure out which way that they want to go. Okay, are we going to go this way, meaning we're going to replace the president as our nominee and grab somebody else? Right now, this is what they're thinking. Now, you saying replace him, not you, but people are saying replace him.
Yeah.
Okay, for whatever their reason is, who will step up? Okay, those people that you name. Also, we have to understand and realize that the vice president has to, we got to, I mean, what do we do with her? Are we saying that she's not capable? She's a young, vibrant, um healthy, thank God, got her, has the mind to think and have a right mind. Why not her? Why not her? That's what I'm saying. I mean,
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I just don't think it'll be. I just don't think America quotations is ready for that. Is what I'm saying.
okay.
They
Okay.
wasn't ready for they wasn't ready for Obama. So the best thing that they could do, and what they should be doing, in my opinion, I don't understand why you're beating your own person down. Why are they doing all of this? This doesn't make sense to me. Why aren't you hyping him up just like the Republicans hyping up their criminal
Mhm.
president? We can hype up our old president, okay?
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, their nominee is an old criminal.
He's a well, yeah, and then that's another thing that I want to ask our Republican friends. Biden is not too far. I mean, Mr. Trump is not too far away from the age of the president. I think what
Right.
Mr. Trump is 78, 79, something like that.
Hmm.
And he'll be in a couple of years. He'll be right where Joe Biden is. Now, what are we going to do about that? If we're going to throw or dismiss this man because of, and don't think it. And my mother has a saying that she has. Um,
Uh
oh,
oh. Sorry.
oh, okay. Okay.
Uh oh. I'm so sorry, James.
We heard your phone call. As I said, what I said handles that technical situation. There's just growing questions, folks, about what's going on. Are you there still?
Yeah, I'm
Okay, I
still
said
here.
what I
Can
said.
you hear me?
Okay, okay, that's good.
Can you hear
Okay,
me?
I had to make sure. Yeah, I put you in the circuits there. Um, there's just growing outcry for it. Listen, we're going to take a quick break in between here. I hope you like our new uh intro and as they call it, our theme song. I really want to thank Tony Joy Productions Media, Tony Joy Media and Tony Joy Productions for their great assistance on those great vocals and everything that's out. I want you all to, that's just part of what we're doing. We're getting ready to really gear up things. Listen, you're listening to 92.7 WKRA on your radio dial. James Mack, your man on the street with the morning takeover. We're taking over the streets. We're taking over, and we're getting ready to do what we have to do. We want to thank WKRA and our wonderful staff, our CEO, Uh, Miss Autry, and to all of you all that are listening. Listen, we'll be right back. I got to back. All right, I like this here. I like this new music, and we're gonna enjoy it just a little bit. This is our morning takeover.
It's too much lagging.
Well, we're back on the morning takeover. We have this new board and this new system has come up, and I have to get readjusted to it. We had some problems with our stand by 1 second, please, everybody. We have some technical difficulties. Uh, wow, this is something. Hold on 1 second, everybody. Are you there? I say what I said. Hello. Well, this is James Mack. I'm on the radio. Listen, hey, this is 92.7 on your FM dial, WKRA, the morning takeover. We got gremlins. We got gremlins in our system. The new system has come up, and we're working out the kinks, as they say. Forgive us for all of those delays. But we're going to bring our conversation back up again, and we're going to continue. Listen, um, those of you that help participate and remember when we had the group on uh, Twintopia, these were some young people that I encountered as I was going about my day, and uh, I saw a stand, a snack stand, and these kids came up and they were, hey, Mister, can you support us and in what we're doing? And I said, yeah, I said, I support you. I support you, And I was going to buy a couple of little things. And I said, well, what do you, what are you all, why are you all doing what you're doing? Why are you selling what you're selling? And what was the purpose? And they play sports and they're getting ready to go into their football season. And also, we're, they're raising money for their equipment. And I said, okay. So I walked down there, they got pickles and they had all kinds of things and nice little tent and everything. And I thought about it. I said, well, hey, I said, I would really like to support these young people. And we did an attempt first to what we were going to do is we were going to buy them out. We were going to buy everything that they had. And we were going to, just just show them some love. The morning takeover was just going to take over their whole stand. Well, what happened was, for those of you that y'all can't see on the YouTube that are on radio frequency, their tent blew down. They had a real bad storm when we had the Hurricane Beryl was letting its winds out, and it came and swept into the Mid South and destroyed their tent and all of their goods that were there. They were just heartbroken. So I walked past and I wanted to see what I could do to help. Well, I put an alert out and I told everybody about these twins. And I said, look, I want to go there. I want to buy everything that they have. But then they had some problems. Like I said, with the tent and everything, and we had to make them whole. Well, with your support, the support of the secret um, morning takeover crew, look at what we did. They have, and they are back in business. Check this out. Isn't that beautiful? They have a brand new tent.
Oh, that's awesome.
They're out there working. Are you there with me? I said what I said.
I am. That's nice. You look
Isn't
great.
that nice? That's the brand new tent. Compliments of the secret morning takeover crew. They're out there working. That's their mom. Those of you that can see on YouTube, they have all of their goodies back together. They had quite a few visitors and they were selling quite a bit. They said, we're on our second jar. We're on our second jar of pickles. And there's their dog, the little dog Angel, always into something. And they're doing great. I want to say thank you to all of you for your supporting Twintopia, giving them an opportunity, these young people, to do what they're doing. You listen, if you would like to, you can still help them. They're trying to reach their goal and getting their equipment for football this year. One's a wide receiver. I think one says he's a linebacker, but they're just really wonderful, wonderful kids. And I just get Aiden. I really get a chance to talk to a lot of them, and they give me an earful every time. Their mother and their dad, that their mom and their dad, that has helped them out. They're working people. They're doing what they do, and you still can help them. You still can give them the help that they need. I'm really happy about that. And we're going to get them on. They're going to have a grand opening of some kind. They're going to get some balloons. I said what I said and all those other things. So I'm going to go down there and lend my support. We might even do a remote from down there. And I want you all to know that the morning takeover, we've been in existence now. We're going into our 8th week. And in that time period, there's been ups, downs. There have been bumps in the road. There have been things um, that sometimes you just can't really get your head wrapped around. But I made a pledge that I will support the community, that I will do my very best to to get through the most information and to inspire and to give inspiration. This is our inspiration part. what we going to do about our children? I said what I said. I got nervous because I said, what are our young people going to do with all this back and forth with leadership and our government not doing what it's supposed to do? What kind of future are they going to have? The little ones. What about our grandchildren and the great grandchildren, as they say? I don't. What are they going to be? What's going to happen with this new generation with all of these regulations and with they're coming up with all kind of uh, playbooks and plans to do what they're doing. What's going to happen? What is your biggest concern that you have about this upcoming election?
Well, I'm just well. First, I think we need to get our nominee together. We need to get our act together and come together and stand as one, so that we could even try to win the election. And I really don't know what the agenda is this time around. I heard Biden said that he needs to finish the job. So I don't know what part of the elect, what part of the, his format, what part he needs to finish up. Um, I know we should be doing voting rights. We should be trying to do civil rights, and we should try to strengthen our constitution so that people like Trump and others that want to have more power than necessary. Um, I feel like we need to try to, strengthen the Constitution up, and also work on the Supreme Court with term limits and strengthen that up. Because if you work on all of that will determine what's going to happen in the future.
Mhm.
If
Yeah.
you can, get that stuff together, then everything else can tie in.
Okay. And something, it's just, it's not a worrisome type of a feeling that I have. I feel that the opportunities and the things that I've had the opportunity
Yeah.
to be in and to achieve, that they won't be around, or this kind of assistance won't be around for the coming generation. I mean, the playing
Oh,
field is not even now as it is. I said what I said. It's not even. People are out there trying to make it and trying to struggle. And like I said, they're even grandparents now that are taking care of the grandchildren. It's getting hard for people. The educational system, they're talking about eliminating the Department of Education, those benefits that have been afforded to us that we have achieved during the civil rights movement. Affirmative action is already gone already. So they're chipping away at the rights of people that at first we did not have them. And I didn't struggle like my mom did or her parents. Yeah, they had it harder than we would ever have it. I didn't have that. I didn't have that opportunity to, and I'm grateful that I had a better opportunity to achieve some things, to go to school and to learn and to participate in society. But what about? I think about where we even where our station is located in the area and even in the delta of Mississippi, that they're leaving out their school districts, little school districts that are closing because of enrollment. People are leaving, people are going to other places, they're coming north. Uh, from further south in Mississippi, they're coming north. There are a lot of industrial and a lot of factories, a lot of places, Amazons and UPSs, and people that are um, have warehouses and the jobs are here, but those communities that are forgotten, Lambert, Mississippi, or Clarksdale, Mississippi, Greenwood, and Drew, Mississippi, and you got Tunica, Mississippi, that at one time was one of the second places next to Las Vegas that people would come for gaming, and they're trying to do their very best to revitalize their areas with the regulations that are saving and protecting us. And that's my fear, is that these things, these protections are going to be gone because people are saying it's going to hurt a segment of society, black and brown people. It's going to hurt us more than anything. Why are we the ones that are going to be hurt? And now they got this confusion with President Biden, and talking about he's too old when Donald Trump is right around the corner from the assisted living house. Why? I mean, what do we have to do as a community? I said what I said, as a black community, to get ourselves together. What does that community have to do, in your words?
I don't know what we would have to do. I know one thing: we need to rally together and try to get people registered to vote, because that it starts with that. You're not going to make any change if you don't participate in the process. And
Right.
I tell people all the time, the presidency is very important, but your local politics are more important than the presidency, because the local politics is what control your life. And people just have to get engaged and be aware and educate themselves about what's going on with our country and which direction that the other side is trying to take it. And
Right.
if you care about your freedoms and you want freedoms, then you're gonna have to pay attention and participate and get to the booth. That's the
Right.
only thing that I can tell them. We all
Get
gonna
to the
have to
booth.
get to the booth. Yeah, we
I
got to
like
get to the
that.
booth.
Say, get to the booth. That's why. That's one
Yeah,
of our new slogans we're going to put up. Get to the booth. Everybody,
that-
get to the booth. Nothing else.
yeah,
Get to the booth. If our way of living that we have right now is at stake, and we have to be very, very, really get ourselves really prepared to take on our responsibility as citizens to get out
yeah.
and vote. Don't just register, folks. Get out there and vote, and it's going to be really important.
And
We're
James,
going to stay.
James, can,
Yes, ma'am, go ahead.
can I interject one more
You
thing?
sure, you sure
I,
can.
I I don't feel like it's just black people that's in jeopardy. I feel like women are in jeopardy also.
Right.
And so I feel like women are the ones who's going to take us there,
Yes.
who's going to help us out. The women going to have to save the country, in other words,
Yes.
like we have to do everything else.
You say you got. Well, we help. I mean, we don't say like we men don't help out or
I
anything like
mean,
that.
we
But I'm
got
not
to help
saying you
out,
say that.
but I'm
You
just
know.
saying, for the most part, it's a man's
Yeah.
world, but it take a woman to help him out. Let's put it that way.
Okay. Well, I'll let you
But yeah,
slide with that one. I'll
okay,
let
you
you
gonna let me
slide with
slide
that
with
one.
it. But I'm
Yeah,
just
that's
saying,
right.
the women are gonna have to be the saviors.
Well, it looks like it. I mean, you look at the last election and the influence and the magnitude that black women had on the last presidential election with Kamala Harris and with President Biden. She brought the fire. I think she really brought the fire with her associations, with her sorority, and with women power. Period. It's going to take the sisters to help us and to bring us to where on the forefront of every major movement is women, and we might as well get used to. We might as well just face that fact. Women are the backbone of our country. To help, they're concerned about the prices. They're concerned about making the ends meet because most women are heads of households. Yeah, I got some problem with that because we got as men got to step up and do what we're supposed to do and not just be some flagpole sitting there taking up space. But it's and I hate to use the word suburban. It's people that lives on the outskirts of the cities, and there's a lot of black people and a lot of people of color that lives on in the suburbs also that want a better living and a better life other than the inner city. And I'm not knocking the inner city. I'm just saying that people are concerned. I think the concern of the election with all of the negative talk and with the Project 2025 talk that's going around and the things that are going on. I know this one thing though. In the midst of all of this going on, we're going to be all right. I really believe that the people of America, I really believe that there are decent men and women that are out there that will make the informed choice that no matter what's going on, we still got to make it. Even as a people, what we went through in the civil rights movement during the 20s, during slavery, and everything else, we've always come out on top as a people, and we shouldn't forget that. The constant threat of losing our rights and losing our privileges that we've been afforded to, and they haven't even been given to us for a full 100 years, that we've had full rights in this country. And it's a shame that it looks like the clock is going to turn. And with all of the things that are happening in our communities, we need to step up to the plate and find out what's going on in our community and in our area. We have a lot of things that has to change, and how that change is going to happen. Are we looking to Washington to take care of that? Are we looking to our state houses or our city councils or our mayors or whatever the case may be? Are we looking for them to work out a solution, or do we have to come together as a people? As the people, the Constitution says, and the preamble says, we, the people. I know I wasn't included in the past, but it doesn't make a difference how you get in the race or how you get on the bus as long as you get on there. I'm on there now. My family's on there now. My relatives, my people that look like me are on the bus now. We, the people, are not going to allow this to happen. We, the people, will still stand up. They can't get rid of us. There's nothing that they can do. They're saying that they're going to put all these plans together, but we still got a voice. We still can stand up, and we still can be counted. It's not all doom and gloom. It's not all bewilderness. Yes, we got an older society. Yes, some of our pillars in society are leaving us. There's a lot of great, notable people that are leaving us, but we have a generation that's coming. I said what I said, that if we give a hoot about what's going on, if we really do care, we will step up to the plate and help lead this new generation, and letting them know that the fight is still on. There's still a fight for equality. There's still a fight for equality, not just equality, but to have an equal share in the American dream. There are people that want to start businesses. There's people that want to own homes and houses. They want to enjoy and go on vacation. They want to do those things. If you work, you ought to enjoy the time that you have while you're working. And if you're retired and you have given your service, you ought to be able to enjoy the time that you have. Now, in our final minutes, I said what I said. I wanted to. I'll give you the last word. Almost, I'll give you the last word to give any kind of thoughts that you have on even our show, or anything that you would like to express to us. And once again, I thank you for sharing the microphone with me.
Oh, no problem. And thank you, James, for letting me come on the panel. And I do, I think you have a very nice introduction. It's very refreshing, and I
Yeah,
like
you
it. I
can
think
dance.
it's
You can dance to it. I said,
yeah,
oh,
it's
I said,
kind of
hey,
uplifting when you hear it. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
It's got a nice
yeah,
tune and beat to it. So
yeah.
kudos
It,
and
it'll
great
wake.
job on that.
Yeah, it'll wake you up. I tell you that it'll wake you up. Yeah, but I'm on it. Like again, I would like to thank Tony Joy Media for
Hmm.
her helping and producing and putting the vocals down and laying. I mean, they laid that track. I said, listen to you all.
Yeah,
Just what they say,
she did her
James.
things on that.
Yeah,
She did her
she
things
said.
on that.
She said, James, I want to help you. I said, you want to help me do what are you gonna do? And when I got that folder, I was so happy. I said, okay, hey, listen, we're moving ahead. We got a lot of upcoming additions to our program. We're going to we're going to make some changes, and we're going to do some things. We want the participation of you, the listeners, whether you're listening on YouTube or you're listening through our station WKRA 92.7 on your FM dial. You can reach us anywhere. All you have to do is put in your search engine. WKRA 92.7, and it will show up, and you can actually listen live to the actual broadcast uh, being distributed over our signal. And you can come on YouTube, the James, the man on the street. You can reach us here. Share it with your friends. Share it with the people that you know, and maybe, just maybe, they'll like and subscribe. We want you to like and subscribe to our page. We got a lot. Like I said, we have a whole new format that's going to be coming, and there's some things that we're doing. We have some wonderful sponsors that will be coming to assist us in our programming, and I'm just grateful to be in a position to be able to come to you each and every morning at 9 o'clock Central Time. We come on, and we're going to make sure that each and every day will be a day that you can listen and that you can participate in. Once again, you're listening to the morning takeover. We're taking over the morning for you. We're giving you news and information that you can use. And we're also giving you the inspiration to continue to move forward. We have a lot of challenges in this country. We have a lot of uh, things that we must do as a nation. But let's not give up on our nation. Let's not give up on the dream of having and doing the things that we like to do in a free country. Pray for our president. Pray for all of those that are on the campaign trail. Give your thoughts to them, and remember, this is not an easy job. It's easy for me to sit back uh, in the uh, in the stands, but it's another thing when you get out there and you have to actually perform plays. Twintopia, we're coming down, and we're going to be doing some video, and also we're going to be doing a live shot down there when the grand opening comes together. We want to thank Sheree, their mother, for really allowing us access and to give us an opportunity, giving us an opportunity to help them. All of our viewers, all of our people that are on the chat that are listening. Hey, listen, the best is yet to come. I'm James Mack. I am your man on the street. I will be your man on the street. We're going to get what we need because we got to go to the street and get it. You're important. You're important to me. You're the people that I have around me that I do, and the reason that I do what I do, to give you the finest broadcasting and to give you the finest entertainment and to give you the finest news that you receive nowhere else. I said what I said. My wonderful guest, I owe you a debt of gratitude. You know I do. And nothing but roses from you if I could give them to you, because you have really been a great support and a friend to all of our listeners, and even to uh, our secret benefactors, those people that want to stay behind and don't want to say anything. We just glad that to have them also. Tomorrow's show, we're going to be back here, same time. Same place, 92.7 on your FM dial. James Mack with the just the bringing the thunder. We're going to be talking about the acceptance speech of Mr. Trump, and we're going to see what's going down up there in Milwaukee, and we're going to bring you some more details, and we're going to keep you up to breast on our local stories. Remember, it's mild outside, so you can do your gardening and your different things. It won't be so hot. Y'all be careful over the coming days. We got a rain chance that's coming through, but the rain is good. We need the rain. And also be aware that early voting has started in the state of Tennessee for various elected officials that are running, some for school board, some for the state legislature, but we're asking that you exercise your vote and also that you participate in the election and in the political process. And to everyone that's listening to us today, we'll be back at 9 o'clock on tomorrow. And if the creek don't rise and I don't get caught in the wave of anything, I'll be back here if this the Lord's will. I want you to be nice to each other, be good to each other, and it does not cost you anything. And I mean, it doesn't cost you anything to show your love to one another. Let's be kind to each other and do our very best. I'm James Mack, your man on the street, and I will be back on tomorrow. I'd like to again thank, I said what I said, for her insight. Y'all have a wonderful day.
Every morning, every day. Got the 92.7. Tune in, don't delay. Political news and the commute update. Updates on the morning takeover. Stream live, stay awake. Like and subscribe. He got the content all the time. Share with your crew. Live on YouTube, don't be shy. He's got
WKRA 92.7 on your FM dial. Your station for inspiration and inspiration.